Hello, and welcome to the Get Lean and Eat Clean podcast. My name is Gryn. I'm a certified health coach, trainer, and author. And this podcast is for middle-aged men and women looking to optimize their health and get their bodies back to what it once was 10 to 15 years ago. I will give you simple, actionable items to get long-term sustainable results. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. All right, welcome to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. My name is Gryn. I hope you had a great weekend, and hope you listened to my interview with Dr. Michael Twyman. He's a board-certified cardiologist who focuses on early prevention and detection of heart disease. So we discussed a bunch of different topics, his 4 pillars of optimal health. We also talked about applications of red light therapy, the role of nitric oxide, the importance of grounding. So definitely worth listening to that, episode 224. Check that out. And today I want to touch on another study. And there's actually numerous studies around this. So I'll put a link in the show notes. You can sort of dig down as much as you want. This one is labeled Timing and Intensity of Light Correlates with Body Weight Regulation. So pretty much just showing that light exposure early on, because I always talk about, it's great if you can get out, go for those morning walks. Just a great way to start the day. And whether you have someone to go with or not, I think it's still worth it. I enjoy walking with my dogs, but maybe you have a partner to go with or whatever it is. And this is just showing you these studies show you that as I go into them, that doing something like this sort of gives you this cascade of benefits that go beyond just getting out and maybe getting a little bit of exercise. And light exposure early on can affect your sleep that night, as well as circadian timing. And also, as we'll talk about a little bit here, that it can influence your weight regulation. And I'm going to just touch on a few studies that were highlighted here. But increased exposure to light can actually help with body fat, appetite, and metabolic functions. Light exposure of different wavelengths in the morning, immediately upon waking, can alter your satiety hormones to the good, leptin and ghrelin. So there was some support regarding a couple studies that I'm going to highlight, and they were both done on women, overweight, obese women. In a study by Danilenko and colleagues, exposure to at least 45 minutes of morning light between 6 and 9 a.m. for 3 weeks in obese women resulted in reduced body fat and appetite that was not related to the difference in photo period. And so essentially what this is saying is exposure to light early on resulted in a reduction in body fat and appetite. So pretty strong. There was another finding by Dunai and colleagues that combined both light and exercise. So what they did is they compared two groups in women. One just got exposed to light early on. The other one got exposed to light. One got exposed to light and exercise compared to just exercise, and found that there was a significant difference in BMI, and there was greater reductions in body fat in the women who got exposed to light and exercise. So maybe those outside workouts are worth it. I know in Chicago we can't do too many in the winter, but working out and getting some light in the morning, or just going for a walk can play a role. So again, these are just a couple findings that I just wanted to bring to your attention, because I always talk about the importance of just getting light on your face, and we talk about that. Actually, Dr. Michael Twyman talks about that as well during our interview. So if you can get out, go for a walk, whether it's with dogs, humans, whatever, I think it's worth it. It's sort of, like I said, it's like this cascade of benefits, not only helping you with your sleep, but could actually help with greater reductions in body fat. And it's shown in a couple of these studies. So I'll put a link in the show notes for this if you want to sort of dive down and learn a little bit more about this. But I thought you guys would really be interested in this. So check that out. I'll put a link in the show notes, and hopefully this just sort of maybe gives you one more reason to get out, even if it's a little bit cold out, here in Chicago, although we're having some beautiful weather right now, bundle up and get out there. And I think you'll find that it's not only going to help your sleep, but might actually have some other benefits as far as weight regulation. So hope this helps. And yeah, if you do love the podcast, I'd love for you to review and rate it. That'd be great. I do this just for you guys. I don't have sponsors or anything. So that would be greatly appreciated. And I hope you're enjoying. If there's a topic you want me to talk about in the micro podcast, you can email me, brian@briangryn.com, and I will give it a go. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you on Friday with a great interview. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening to the Get Lean, Eat Clean podcast. I understand there are millions of other podcasts out there, and you've chosen to listen to mine, and I appreciate that. Check out the show notes at briangryn.com for everything that was mentioned in this episode. Feel free to subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend or family member that's looking to get their body back to what it once was. Thanks again, and have a great day.